Good day everyone and welcome to Slosh Mining. Hope everyone is staying safe and doing well. Today we're going to go over the recapping of our graphics cards that we have. As you can see, we've got the RTX 2070 Super, 5700 XT, the GTX 1070 and the GTX 1660 Super. What are these cards generating per day? At the moment with these four cards I'm getting 153 megahash per second at 440 watts. Let's take a look at what our profits are for those four cards. This is the one mining rig running Windows, and we're mining Ethereum directly with nbminer. Currently Bitcoin is trading at $35,000 and Ethereum is trading at $1,343. I'm not sure if anyone is mining Ethereum Classic anymore, but Ethereum Classic is trading at $7.60. 153 megahash at 442 watts. We're going to calculate that and let's see what the one mining rig generates. So this specific mining rig has 153 megahash per second at 442 watts. It's generating about $13.73, and after electricity it is at $11.61. We are mining about 1% of an Ethereum per day. Our second mining rig is 3 RX 588 gigs. We are running on a Gigabyte P35 motherboard, which is a socket 775 motherboard with 4 PCIe slots, 4 gigs of RAM and a Core 2 Duo. It has been running stable for the last 6 days since we actually set it up and set up the overclock settings and undervolts. Let's take a look at our overclocks and undervolts. Our core clock for all three cards is at 1150. Our memory is at 2200 and our core undervolt is at 850. And it has been running stable since we actually changed that motherboard at 93 megahash at 425 watts. We're getting 31 megahash, almost 32 megahash on the Asus RX 580s, which has been really good. And then the Power Color RX 580, we're getting about 29, just under 30. These cards are using about 86, 85 watts. And yeah, it's been running really stable. In the last 6 days, I can see that we've got 2 invalid shares, which is still not bad though. But yeah, so we got 93 at 425 watts with these RX 580s. Let's take a look at what to mine to see what this mining rig is generating per day. So we've got the 3 RX 580s running at about 30 megahash per second. This specific server is generating about 93 megahash per second at 424 or 25, let's say 25. So it's generating 93 megahash per second at 425 watts. Let's calculate and see what this mining rig is generating per day. So if we look at Ethereum, it's generating just over $8, $8.38. And then after electricity, it is $6.34. And we are using 20 cents per kilowatt, which is more expensive than most areas, which is actually not bad for RX 580s and cards that are more than 4 years old. If you're looking at the individual cards, let's take a look at what these cards generate. So the RX 580s, let's just take a look. If we're looking at one, they should be generating about 30.5 megahash per second, and we have gotten them down to about 85 watts. Calculate. So each card is generating almost $3, which is not bad for a really old card. $2.75 for an RX 580. If we're looking at the individual cards in the server, the RTX 2070 Super is generating about 44 megahash per second. The RX 5700 XT is generating about 53 megahash per second. And I know my numbers probably look a bit lower than usual, but I'm going to take these ones that I'm actually getting. The 1070, they should be generating at about 30 megahash per second, but I'm not sure why I can't get it any higher than that. I did try and keep my power consumption down, and I am using the 75% power limit on the 1070. I'm not really worried about that card. The 1660 Super is generating about 30 megahash per second, and I am running at 65% power limit using about 85 watts. So let's take a look at these numbers and see if they are still pretty good for mining. If we look at the efficiency per watt, if we're looking at the efficiency of these cards, the 1660 Super is just as efficient as the 2070 Super. On what to mine, the RX 5700 XT should be generating about 55 megahash per second. Mine's only generating at about 53, so I will go with 53 at 115 watts. Let's take a look at what. So the RX 5700 XT should be generating about $4.76, and after the electricity it is about $4.21, which is really good, and that is at 20 cents per kilowatt. The RTX 2070 Super is generating about 44 megahash per second and using about 125 watts. Let's take a look at how efficient these cards are. And we're getting about almost $4 a day, $3.92. It does use a little more electricity, but it's still very much profitable. The GTX 1660 Super is generating about 30 megahash per second at about 87 watts. And you could say it's equivalent to an RX 580. The GTX 1660 Super is generating about $2.67 and $2.25 after electricity. And the last card is the GTX 1070. I'm only getting about 25 megahash per second, and I am running it at 75 power limit, which is using about 114 watts, 112 watts, say about 115 watts at 25.5 megahash per second, 25.5 at 115 watts, 25.5 megahash per second at 115 watts. My numbers are really low. A lot of people will probably get closer to 30 megahash per second, but I'm not really too worried about that specific card because it is quite old. Let's calculate and see what our profits are per day. So our GTX 1070 is generating about $2.29 per day, and after the electricity it is at $1.74. So that's just an update on the cards and mining servers that I have. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it was informative. We are getting newer cards in the future, our 3060 Ti's and 3080s, and I'll bring you some information on that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it was informative. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video. Ciao for now.